I just felt bad for Jelly. That's the only thing I care about. I only care for Jelly because Jelly was like heard all the fucking commotion and shit like that, and like she wouldn't let me close the door.
Job's done.
And I'm like, I can't. I mean, we were both recording, and I was like, yo,
Job's done.
I'm not gonna close the door on you. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yes, me lord.
But I can't close the door, so like, you're gonna have to move, you know? Because like, it's like my house, you know what I'm saying?
All right, righto. Yes, me lord. All right. Off I go then.
So like,
Off I go then.
Jelly came like in between and was like, yo, like, what's going on?
Righto.
And
All right.
she's like, oh,
Job's done.
I want him to admit that he did this.
More work.
And he's like,
What is
yo,
it
like,
done?
we're all
More
adults. Can
work.
we fucking, like, is this something that you need?
All right.
And she's like,
Yes,
yeah, I want
my
them to
lord.
admit this. I'm like,
What? Job's done. Yes, me lord.
I don't know, it's fucking
Righto.
stupid.
Job's done. Job's done.
What
Job's
is it?
done. Off I go then.
What?
Job's done.
Yes,
It was
me
just dumb.
lord. More
At the same
work.
time, I was, you know what's crazy?
What?
I was then
Yes, me
accused
lord.
What is it?
of deliberately
More work.
recording
Yes,
the
me lord.
interaction
All right. Off I go then. Yes, me
More
lord.
work.
and
Off I
putting it
go then.
online
All right.
as some form of like that it would be like a break of the agreement at the time.
Yes, me lord.
You know, of like no talking. And we didn't even say anything to the court because we were like,
Job's done.
yo, one, that's delusional, but two, the reality is
Ready
that
to work.
she said something in the chat before knocking on the door.
Job's done.
If she says something in the chat, she knows I'm live and I'm recording because I'm live. So there's an acknowledgement. If you communicate with me in the
What is
chat,
it?
that means that you by default acknowledge that I am
Yes,
live,
Lord.
and
Job's
whatever you
done.
do next
Righto.
physically will be heard on the broadcast.
What? All right. Off I go then. Yes, me lord.
So it's like, if I'm in the middle of playing a game and you
Job's done.
smash the fucking door
Job's
down,
done.
there's a chance people are gonna want to hear it.
Righto.
More work.
That's like a
Job's
wild
done.
assumption. Like, what the fuck?
Our allies' town
Ready
is
to
under
work.
Oh,
siege.
Christian, what she was doing.
What?
Fuck.
Job's done.
What is it?
Yes, me lord. What?
No,
What is it?
like all the things
Yes,
you think of
Lord.
like in law, right?
All
Or
right.
like in defense,
All
some shit like
right.
that, right? In a court case, you think, oh, dude, the thing is that we never had to explain any of these things. We never had to say
allies' town
any of
is
these
under
things that
siege.
happened or the proof behind it. You wanna know why? Because not only was the accusations wrong, two, even if they were true, they would be irrelevant to anything. It wouldn't advance anybody anywhere,
Our allies'
even
town
if they
is
were
under
correct.
siege.
So they never even fucking tried to argue against it. Like my lawyers were like, okay.
More lumber is
They were
required.
like, cool.
Our allies' town is under siege.
More work? Yes, me lord.
That was fucking cooked, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of other cook shit that
Our
happened,
town
but
is
I'm not
under
gonna get too
siege.
deep into it.
Job's
Our
Some
done.
allies'
incredible
town
cook
is
shit
under
happened for sure.
siege.
Ready to
Of
work.
course, the lawyers believed me. The lawyers always believed me.
Upgrade complete.
Why wouldn't they? Every time they had the question, I just attacked it head on and I give them an
Our
answer.
allies' town is under siege.
Not even once I had to think about anything or like fucking, oh, is this bad?
Ready to work.
It's-
What is it? All right. Righto. All right. What?
I didn't have to pay for anybody's fees, nope. Not only did I didn't have to,
Allies' town is under siege.
Job
I didn't do
done.
it either.
Ready to work.
Uh,
Ready
Job
to
done.
work.
Our allies' town is under siege. Research
and as
complete.
far as I know,
Our town is under siege.
at one point, they asked me if I wanted to, if I want to like agree to sell the
Our
car,
allies' town
so they can
is
pay for
under
their
siege.
fees. Oh shit, I remember that. Oh yeah, oh, that's a good one.
Ready to
That's a good one.
work.
They got a request of like, hey man, could you sell the car, and split in half so you can pay for our fees? I'm like,
Our allies'
Ready to
town
work.
is under siege.
Yes, my lord.
Our town
are you
is
all
under
okay?
Yes,
siege.
my lord. Righto.
like what are you talking
Job
about?
done.
Like what world do you live in, brother?
What is it?
Our
Job done.
allies' town is under siege.
Like fuck no. What the fuck?
What? More work?
So then I mean, it's all public. So but this is not even. This is all public. And then
Our allies' town
They
is
made a
under
request.
town is under siege.
to not only have their fees paid as the
Our forces are
plaintiffs,
under attack.
they wanted me to pay for their fees.
Our allies' town is
Um,
under siege.
They want to have a flat amount of money, flat out,
Yes, my
for her to
lord.
survive while this is happening.
What?
And on top of that,
Alright.
they wanted me to front 350,000 flat out
Allies' town
in
is
like
under siege.
a spot where if there were
Crazy.
possible like violations of the order, they would
Alright.
pay
Town
themselves.
is
Ready
under
to
siege.
work.
Like-
Off I go then. Off I go then.
And
Yes, my lord.
Allies'
it was
town
something
is
like that,
under
yeah.
siege.
And the judge said
Upgrade
no.
complete.
Well, at least that's what I heard in the motion.
Our forces are under attack.
And they were declined on all fronts. What the fuck?
Our allies' town is under siege.
Job done.
Research complete.
There were legal avenues for someone abusing the courts to harass you.
Yes, my
Yeah,
lord.
I talked to a billionaire dude at a dinner. He said that one of his clients, I'm not gonna say the name because it's a very famous like actor.
Yes, my lord.
He said that some Hollywood actor that he represents,
More work.
or represented at the time when he was a lawyer,
Righto.
All gold.
he lives in Cali,
What is it?
and somebody sued him for the exact same thing.
Our town
Some
allies
crazy
under
lady
siege, under siege.
What?
in Texas said that she was married
Job done.
to that guy,
Job done. Job done.
to some big actor
Job's done. Off I go
in another
then.
state.
Job done.
Out of nowhere, the guy had never seen her,
Job
heard of
done,
her,
my lord.
actually didn't know her existence. It's just like a fan.
What?
All gold.
And this lady came up with this,
Job
Town
done.
is under
and
siege.
All right.
for them it was such a waste of time or whatever that they had to just pay her out.
Under siege.
They paid her out like I think it was like 100K or
What
150K.
is it? What? What is it? More work.
Because it wasn't worth the time or
Okay.
efforts or money or whatever. They just
Job
said fuck
done.
it. Let's just give her fucking sell it.
More work. Job done.
That's right.
Yes, my lord. Righto. Yes, my lord.
Our town is under siege.
Job done.
Our allies' town
Job
is under
done.
siege.
Job done. What is it? Yes, my lord. All right. Ready to work. Off I go then. Job done. Ready to work. Yes, my lord. Righto. Job
I
done.
was in court. I just
Our
testified.
allies' town is under
Well, I just-
siege.
Off I go then. Yes, my lord. What?
Why I sat there and I listened and testified.
What
I
is it?
listened. I listened to a lot of things.
Job's done. Job's done.
A lot of listening.
Our allies' town is under siege.
More work done.
I didn't find it boring at all.
Trade complete. Our
I
town
thought
is
I
under
thought it was actually quite
siege.
entertaining to be
More
honest.
work.
I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was a great. It was great. It was a great piece of IRL content. Like in terms of like
Job's done. I guess
me
job's done.
seeing something is
Job's done.
entertainment because I had a bunch of people come in, and it's almost like a TV show, where like they have real life,
More work.
right?
Yes, my lord.
And they're gonna say how they see real life.
What?
right?
Go then.
And they say something that is so far out that I am having I'm having a hard time keeping up with their stories, what they're saying, because their reality is so distorted from what's actually real. Like, at one point, I told you, I said last time,
Job done.
I got like some
Town is under siege.
of my own notes, and the Lord beside me has like her laptop, and there's like the evidence list or something like that, and I can see it on the left,
Our allies' town is
and
under
I'm
siege.
seeing what they're saying, and I'm following the story,
All right.
and I'm seeing like what's true, whatever, what did I know,
Job done.
and then they're talking, I understand it,
Job done.
and I'm like,
Our town is under
I'm reading down, I'm listening.
is under siege.
That's what I go over it and I scroll down, I change page, and I'm like, where the fuck are we?
Job done.
Like,
Yes, me lord.
what the fuck are they talking about?
Job
Like, this is
done.
something that I don't even, like, they're so off track on like reality. I got lost on where we're at. It was about to follow.
Right.
Just making shit up.
Available. That's it. Job done. Job done. Ready to work. Job done. Job
Our
done.
allies' town is under siege.
Job done. Work. Yes, me lord. Yes, me lord. Ready to job done.
No gold is required.
What, maids?
Town
I'm
is
not
under
gonna
siege.
blame the
Under
maids,
siege.
but like,
Our forces are under
Job
attack.
done.
let's just say their recollection of things is not the same as mine, and I have a pretty fucking good memory when it comes to like events of life. So.
What?
Ridiculous.
Our town is under siege. Is under siege.
Yes, me lord.
It's a low blow for sure.
Go then. Job
Just try to
done.
say that like
Yes, me lord.
that I interacted in a way that like
Upgrade complete.
like they were basically saying
Our town is
that
under siege.
Job done. Easy.
Our allies' town is
the way I would vocalize or communicate
Go then.
with my at the time partner was by saying things like esposa or wife, and I'm like, listen, man,
What, easy.
Our town
Job
is
done.
under siege.
More work.
Our allies'
even
town
in a
is under
world
More work.
where I would
Right.
be married, I wouldn't go around saying, hello wife,
Yes, me lord.
me is a husbando,
Yes, me lord.
like,
What?
or
Job done.
hola, mi esposa, like, mi husbando. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't even speak Spanish. I don't know what the fuck.
If you want. Job More done.
Bro,
Job done.
I don't speak two words of fucking Spanish. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do here?
Our allies' town is under siege.
I don't know what they thought they were cooking with that.
Yes, me lord. Job done. Job done.
Our town is under siege.
What is it? More work? Yes, me lord.
Our allies' town is
I
under
never
siege.
spoke to the fucking maids ever.
Job done.
Actually, ever.
What?
I
Job
hired
done.
these ladies
Yes,
for
me
like
lord.
3 years,
All right.
and
Righto.
the most I would say
Allies' town
is
under
nod
siege. Our town is under
or
siege.
like
Job done.
yes or no. They would say, oh, they'd be like, like they would point at something and be like, as in like, do we have to do this or do you want this? And I'd be like,
Job done.
Our
yeah,
allies'
or like, no.
town is under
Job
siege.
done. Job done. Job
If the
done.
if the most they get out of me is a nod, how the fuck would they see me say, mi esposa, yo? Like,
Job
man,
done.
can't make that up. I guess you can.
Job done. What? More work? Job done. What is it? Job done.
More lumber is required.
Job done. What is it?
Our allies' town is under
What? Job
siege.
done. Job done.
I don't know what would happen if they had won, but I never even cared about it because there was no way. There's a 0% chance.
Upgrade.
There was
Our allies'
there was
town
a
is under siege.
flat
Word.
0 from the
Yes,
jump.
me lord. Job
I think
done.
it's very obvious that as somebody who doesn't take days off or doesn't like to, or I don't really take time like for myself or whatever, that I would not want to fucking fly out and go to court, and if I knew that it would annoy me to like lose out on income and not want to do all this shit, right? And I would probably just settle for a flat amount of money.
Yes, me lord. More work. Off I go then. Right. Yes, me lord. All right.
That's, I think that comes pretty obvious that was the plan.
Then.
Are you kidding me? A chance to fucking get a suit and go to fucking court, dude?
What? Righto.
Fuck yeah, I'll take that.
I can't be righto. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Upgrade complete.
Yes, me lord. Yes, me
More
lord.
gold is required.
Off I go then.
I mean, she tried down the line to say like, oh yeah, like, I asked you for like a parting amount or some shit like that, like, and she says like, oh yeah, I want you like 500k, whatever. That's just not true. She asked for a house worth 2 mil or more.
Yes, me lord.
Was the demand.
Research complete.
The argument was
All right.
because
Off I go then.
this is
Our
verbatim.
town is under siege. More gold
Because I was there, you were able to get all this and acquire all that, and now with this you take care of your family and you house your family. It's only fair that now we separate, that I get to house my family and take care of my family the same way. Was the argument that just kept popping up like fucking 10 times a month or whatever.
More gold is required. More gold is
Job's
required.
done. All right.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Our town is under siege. Is required.
Job's done. What is it?
Upgrade complete.
Yes,
Upgrade
Lord.
gold is required. Our
She'll
town
never
is
get it.
under siege.
More work.
Upgrade complete.
She'll never get it.
Complete.
What?
Upgrade complete.
Off I go
What
then.
is it?
All right.
She'll also never understand how difficult it was at times, right?
Job's done.
And how hard I had to clutch, and I had to go way above and beyond to do shit, right?
Yes, me
To
lord.
do all that,
Right.
and even then,
What?
all she do is just wait and camp and chill, and it would have been fine.
Upgrade complete. Our town is under siege.
And she couldn't even do that.
Yes, me lord.
Upgrade.
To then say to put herself as an equal and say, I deserve a part of this, of that magnitude, when she couldn't even fucking camp and chill out.
Job's done. What? Job's done. What is it?
Upgrade complete.
Yes, me lord.
Upgrade complete. Our town is
Lord.
under siege.
All right. Job's done.
Upgrade complete.
Job's done.
Upgrade
Job's done.
Upgrade complete.
Job's done.
I camp, I mean by just waiting. I just kind of like, just holding it down.
Yes, me lord. I can't build that.
Holding it down, bro. It's not like. Well, do you know how many fucking,
What is it?
how many strong women in relationships hold it the fuck down?
Under siege.
A lot. A lot of them hold it the fuck down. They do.
More work? Yes, me lord.
I told you what was the breaking point last time. I told you. She doesn't agree with me on this, but the breaking point was just the whole thing with like the fucking the whole family shit in the house here, whatever. Like, just mad.
What
She
is it?
really wanted me to like kick my family out of the house for like, because I had just got it
Work? I can't build that.
for like a month or like that. So it would just be me and her in the house,
Job's done.
and I was like,
Job's done.
we'll chill here for like 2 weeks,
More work?
and then we're getting the fuck out.
Under siege.
Yes, me lord. Job done.
and then it was tantrum and tension and
done.
crazy shit.
Yes, my lord.
I tried to be in the middle a little bit and make everybody happy,
All right. Job done. Yes, my lord. Job done.
and then told you guys I was like, I don't feel healthy, I don't feel good. There's a bunch of people around that are crazy and shit like that. A bunch of stuff with the house I'm not gonna talk about. I was like, I'm gonna write my will.
That's it.
I'm gonna do the will,
Job done.
and then I sent her a draft of it,
Our town
of
is
like
under siege.
Job done.
um, what it pertains to be on I mean, when you do a will, there's a lot of things you have to settle. You have to make clear, right? Such as you know, money you have, like estate or whatever the fuck, or like anything you own, what you're giving to people and shit like that, right? And then it was like
Upgrade complete.
marital status.
Righto.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
And then it's single. The marital status is single.
Our town is under
Job done.
siege.
All right.
Like
Job done.
the reality is that you're either single or you're married.
What is it?
Since I wasn't married, that means that it's single,
Righto.
like legal.
All right. Job done.
Our town is under siege.
Righto. Off I go then.
Yeah, exactly. And then she said what she said.
What is it?
She said
Righto. No one else available.
Upgrade
I guess
it was like,
No one
oh, I don't
else
feel good. I might, you know, what happens if I died or whatever. Right? And she's like, you know, what do I get? You know, if I die? And I'm like,
Upgrade
Job
complete.
done, me lord.
I'm like, and she did actually. She actually did. She actually got the fuck out.
Job done.
Our town is under
All
siege.
right. Off I go
Upgrade
then.
complete.
All right.
She was on a flight next day, I think.
Yes, me lord. Off I go then. What? All right. Righto.
Upgrade complete.
Not only,
Yes, me lord. What is it?
not only was I not planning on marrying her,
Job done. Job done. Job
it was told, said, that, and even then, even the worse than that, I went into all my logs, iPhone, old Android, Discord, Twitter, and I Control F'd on every conversation we've ever had. And I typed every keyword, and I even used some AI language to search all possible words that are linked to the word marriage. I put them all in there, and I got 0 results across the board. I couldn't even find the word. Let's say this is like a movie of like, a movie where marriage is involved, right? There would at least be like one word. There's none on any counts. 0.
Job done. Yes, me lord. Job done. Job done. More work.
This is basically you used her. This is something that you might think happens in real life, okay? So when there's a guy and a girl, you think that the girl
Job done. Job
is
done.
automatically possibly being used, right? Until you remind yourself that when you're dating somebody, there's 2 humans,
Job's done.
and it splits down the middle. It's 50-50. There's your reality, their reality, you and them. They do their own shit, you do your own shit.
Our town is under siege.
They do their own thing,
Job done.
you do your own thing.
Ready to work.
It's not
Done.
that you're unless you're married, then things change, right?
Go then.
Our
Job
town
done.
is
Go
under
then.
siege.
Job's done. Job done. Ready to work. Job
I guess
done.
bad wording, yeah,
What is it?
which is
Job done.
Upgrade.
what I mean by that is
Job done. Off I go then.
Like-
Job done.
More lumber is required.
just bad wording, but it's just like you're 100, they're 100 of themselves.
Job done. Job done. Job done. Job done. Done.
It's just how it is.
Job done. Ready to work. Job done.
I mean,
Job done. Job done. Done.
Our town is under siege.
if anything,
Job done.
there was no bills to pay for anybody.
What is it?
Like,
Off I go then.
I had to give everything across the board.
Job's done.
As the lifestyle
Ready
increased,
to work. Off I go then. Righto.
I just paid for everything because it's what I want. It's what I wanted. If I say, oh, we're moving to a bigger house and it's gonna cost more, I'm not gonna tell my girlfriend, like, yo, you need to pay more for rent because we're going to a better place. I would never put anybody in that position. Therefore, I always said, I'm paying for everything, right? And you're along for the ride. Anything that's fair, I can put it. Food, bills, rent, everything paid for. It's free living. But I'm okay with that because it's not a lifestyle everybody can afford. If it's me that's putting down what we're doing and I'm leading that, I take the cost. That's just how I see as it should be. Especially when you're still in my position.
Yes, my lord. Job done. Upgrade complete. All right. Upgrade. What? Job done. Righto. Job's done.
And I don't feel wiser now. I feel more informed about a lot of things.
Off I go
Maybe
then.
a little bit wiser.
Job's done. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Job done. All right. Job done. Off I go then. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
I'm not gonna speak about people who testified against me that I don't agree with them.
Job's done.
Because they are
Job I go then. Job's done.
I think they care about like their privacy and shit like that, and I'm not gonna fucking dox them out of the blue.
Job's done.
That's just something I'm gonna do.
Job I go then. Upgrade. Job's done. What is it?
When you're a rat, you know you are a rat. You know? When you're doing like very small insect behavior, right? The existence of you being that insect and you knowing you act like an insect is enough to clap you every day. I don't need to fucking pile on that and do some weird shit like doxing. You are an insect. You have to live with yourself. That's enough punishment.
Job done. Job done. Yes, my lord.
Like legitimate insect behavior.
Our town is under siege.
Job's done. Job's done.
Funniest.
Upgrade complete.
Funniest Clipper in court. The funniest Clipper in court is actually kind of thing. It's not that funny. It's just the context behind it. Say that. Look at play clip of me that looks bad. When I'm at the house we're at, right? It's like a boys are getting clipped, right? And then we're gonna argue like and then we go to lunch. And then we come back to lunch, and we come back in court, and we're like, present new evidence or whatever the fuck. But we're not gonna do any of that. Here's what we're gonna do. You know the evidence that you guys just put in of him acting like that? Just click play. And then they just click play on their own evidence. It's a 20-minute video. And it like dismantled and annihilated any argument they could ever have about anything. Like the context, like obliterated everything, and after that is all over. The whole thing was done. The whole case is done. Didn't even have to fucking. Didn't even have to show up with evidence. Didn't have to do anything. Like, just play the clip.
Our forces are under attack.
Show clip, I don't think I have it. I don't.
Yes, my lord. That's it. Not dead.
Clip is like, I'm gonna portray that I'm like harassing or like invading like in the home or some shit like that. that? I don't even fucking know. Right? Did I play a clip where like I'm walking down the stairs? Right? It's like, oh my god, it's like harassment. It's so bad. And I'm like, what? I don't remember this being like this at all. And when we play the clip, it's just me in the house, and then she like leave, and I walk 2 flights of stairs, walk out, and leave. And you see me just walk out. And it's like, what the fuck? Insane. Oh yeah, and they both try to say like, oh my god, like, we were in total fear and danger or some shit, like, oh my god, like, we were so afraid and shit like that, like, look at the clip, and then it's like, me, and I'm like, I ring the doorbell, I wait, and then I get out. I'm like, what the fuck? Serious moments. Now that you need prep, and I had to go testify. I had no prep. I didn't have to be prepped because there's nothing that I need to say that mattered. Like I could have said it and said nothing. It wouldn't have mattered. But I was given no prep at all, zero, none, no fucking context or anything. They just said like, we're probably not going to put you up there. It's useless. What they have is so bad that we don't have to say shit. And that was kind of scary. Because I didn't know. So like, I don't know, like if I have to smile or not smile. You know? Like people take everything and analyze everything, you know? Like you have to. What if something is funny? Can I laugh? It's kind of hard, you know. I just tried to be myself as much as I could. Yeah, they tried the whole, the main argument was the whole fucking COVID bullshit, fucking actual zero IQ thing. Or they tried to say like I joined him and I declared I was bitten, whatever. And then I think they were like, whatever you self-report to the Canada Customs, why the fuck would Texas care or have like this valid? Why does Texas care if you got the fuck out, as you got out, told Canada, yo, I'm something, you self-reported me? I think the worst I got taken aback about it. I was like, it's harassed, you know? This is like bottom of the barrel. The fan is loud, yeah. It's because it's They asked for 50 mil. Well, 10, sorry. 10. So as if we can chat now, talking about the numbers. I just said what it is. Because they didn't even wait any time. Like they just came out of the fucking woodworks like one morning and they were like, yo, it was a really new law firm. It was some randos. And they pull up and they're like, motherfucker, they're like, you did this really savage thing, like, and if he wants 10 million, and that's usually bad form. So the way they explain it to me is that, like, in law, it's pretty bad form to do it like that, the way they did it. So it was like instant. It was like one day, boom, say, oh yeah, this happened